Hey guys, and welcome back to Bath City with me, NG Paradox. Been getting quite close to Bath over this last month. Really been enjoying the team and the players. It's not been a great month, but I feel closer to the city and the players. I mean, it's been a good experience overall, if not frustrating. But then again, what is Football Manager? What is football without frustration? So let's go into what's been going on the last month, shall we? In the competition, as you can see, we are 7th at the moment, with 18 points. Only 2 points away from the playoff positions, but you can see the kind of top teams are kind of falling behind. Weldstone's got 27 points. That's 9 points away from us. It's very unlikely we're going to be able to catch up to the automatic qualifications, though at the beginning of the tournament, that wasn't really on the cards. That was very unlikely to happen at the beginning, so not too frustrated about that. Even getting to the playoffs would be a great accomplishment for our team in the first season, especially with our reputation and the club itself finances. It's been very difficult to try and bring players in. I did manage to bring in one more defender in this month, though it was frustrating because there were 2 other defenders I tried to get. They both signed for other people and they both were better, I thought. So our reputation has not been bringing us in many good players, to say the least, but we have to make do with what we got, and that's the challenge. That's what we like about starting at the bottom. You got to start somewhere. So last time when we played White Hawk, ended 1-1. In the next game, which you guys didn't get to see, we played Oxford City. That ended also 1-1. It was a pretty even game, if I recall. We both got kind of similar amount of shots, similar possession. Overall, it was probably a fair thing, but you know, it's always disappointing when you can't walk away with all 3 points. Andy Watkins scoring again. Andy Watkins. I don't know what it is about him. When I first started with the team, I didn't think I was going to like him. It said that he was a good player, obviously, you know, if you're looking at what our coaches and stuff are saying, which you can't always rely upon. That doesn't always tell you if a player's going to be great or not. But they said he was good, and he has been playing quite well. I've actually grown to really like him. He's one of my more favourite players now. And even though his crossing's not great and his passing's not great, he just makes the right decisions. Maybe he has some quite good, you know, intelligent stuff. He's got some good, you know, work rate and teamwork. That's always good to see. Good composure and anticipation. Maybe all of that has come together to let him play quite well. And obviously, he's obviously not the slowest player, so I've been quite happy with him. Let's have a quick look at his history. He used to play for Plymouth, Truro, and he came to us on a free. He's been with us for 4 seasons, and he's playing most games. So you can see there he's been quite an important player for this team probably for the last few seasons. So I'm glad that he's continuing that. Next then we played Hampton and Richmond, and it ended 4-2. A terrible game. Nothing I can really say here. Our team just didn't put in the performance which I would expect from them. It didn't go well at all. I have no idea how they just outplayed us. That's probably the best thing to say. Our players did not play well enough in all parts of the park. Very abysmal game here. Actually, on our team, Frankie Artos did score a really nice goal, and Nick McCooty. So our backup striker actually had to come on. Our striker, Fleetwood, got injured for a few weeks. I think it was during this match, if I remember correctly, or it might have been the last match. But he got injured, and Nick McCooty came on, and he scored. And actually, since then, he's been playing really well. When I first took this team, Nick McCooty, I saw his stats, and I was like, he's not my sort of striker. I usually like a striker who's good first touch and good composure. Those are 2 I usually look at, but he's got terrible for that. But he's good at, you know, he's okay at heading. He's got good jump and reach and good strength, so he can definitely muscle his way through. And he just kept scoring. I kept him on the team, obviously, because the player was injured. And I wanted to play Watkins on the side, not up front. And he just keeps scoring, so I've been quite happy with him so far. He's only 24. So he could still possibly get a little better, possibly. It says he's got some potential ability, though, again, our coaches aren't the best. So they might not know. But he's been playing quite nicely. Always played in kind of lower league teams. Yeah. But no, I was quite impressed with him over the last few games. So hopefully he can continue it. Fleetwood has actually come back now, but I'm actually going to keep playing McCooty just because he's just been playing well, and I can't see a reason to take him off when Fleetwood has not been playing well those last few games. So we're going to keep him on for now. Gosport then the next game was 0-0. This was, like I said, this was a frustrating month because we had that terrible game in the last game against Hampton, And I wanted players just to, show me they really care. Show me they have a real drive and passion. And they played great. Look at that. 58% possession. 19 shots. They were all over Gosport. Then look at the shots on target. 3 shots on target out of 19. What was going on? I mean, Gosport obviously were trying to play a bit more defensively, I guess I could say. And they were keeping us away from trying to shoot well. But that was atrocious. One of those games when you know you should be winning, and you have to win, completely wasted. We lost 2 points there. That's all I can say. We lost 2 points. A very disappointing game. Next, we played our first round in the FA Cup against South Park. I didn't know there was a South Park in England, but apparently there is a South Park in England, not just in America. Actually, is there a South Park in America? I just know the TV show South Park, but that gave me a little laugh. But we beat them, as we should be. They are in a lower league, and Nick Makuti scored again. So there we go, a game again when Nick Makuti scored. He won us the winning goal. Next, we played Hemel Hempstead, and we won. We really, really needed this after 3 draws and 1 loss. We were starting to fall away from the pack, so we had to win. And our players went out there, putting a great performance away from home. Look at that, 7 shots to their 0 shots. 50-50 possession, but we were just keeping them out all the time, but getting 5 on target. Look at that, they had 19 before and 3. This time they had 7 to 5. Much better sort of skill and performance all around. I like this game. Nick Makuti scoring again, and Shaquille Hunter, a guy who, he plays well. Like, he gets on the board a lot. Like, when he is playing well, he's possibly one of our best players. And over this season, he probably has been the best player, at least when it comes to numbers, they would say. But he's so inconsistent. In one game, you completely don't see him. You'll never see him in some games. And in another game, he's the star of the show. Very frustrating player. I'd never like inconsistent players, and he's exactly the sort of player which frustrates me. But we need him. We don't have much of a choice. Andy Watkins as well, scoring again. So good to see that. Next, we did actually play a game already this month, but that was the second game in the FA Cup we had to play. And when it comes to the cup matches, I'm going to show those if they're quarterfinal, semi-final, or final, or if we're playing a big team. So if we play a big team, it's a big deal for our team, obviously. We're going to show those games, because who knows, maybe we can cause an upset. But in this game, we were playing a team at our level, and we lost 4-0. I thought the Hampton game was bad. This was just embarrassing. Look at this. 4-0. A poor performance all around, apart from possession. I think our midfielders are actually doing quite well. It's just the creativity up front can be a bit dismal sometimes. Obviously, he had 7 to 4 shots on target. So the creativity up front can be a bit poor sometimes. They're a bit... I'd say the attack is inconsistent. The midfield is usually quite consistent. We're normally quite well at holding the ball. And our defense just makes so many mistakes. They make quite a lot of mistakes, and that loses us the game. But today we're playing against Eastbourne Borough. At the moment, they are 12th in the league, so we would hope to defeat them, though their media prediction at the start of the season was 9th. So a bit better media prediction than us, but I'm hoping we can still pull this off, just because in the season so far we have been playing better. So let's just hope we can do that. If we can win this game as well, actually, in fact, we need to win this game. We have to win this game to kind of keep competitive with the higher up teams. If we lose this game, we could fall further behind. We have to win another game. We've had too many draws, too many wasted chances. But you can see here, Shaquille Hunter is the top goal scorer, highest average rating, and most assists. So you can see, like I said, he's kind of been the star of the season. Billy Murphy, our midfielder, got some good pass completion here. He's decent. He's very okay at all his mental stuff. And it's funny, when I say okay, that's actually a good thing. Because at this level, saying okay is actually really good. So it sounds really funny when I'm saying, like, he's really okay at his mental stuff. Actually, he's pretty good. So you can see that I've kind of been growing attached to a lot of our players. I've gotten to know them quite well over these last couple of months, and the team itself. But yeah, this is the team we're playing with right now. We're keeping Makuti on. You got 4 to 3, and 1, kind of coming on. He's been playing well. Like I said before, I really have liked playing with him. I can't really say much more than that. I really like playing with him. He just always seems to perform. Fleetwood just wasn't performing in the last few games before his injury. You can see there his numbers were going down. So I felt we needed to make a change, and he just keeps playing well. I can't bring myself to bring him off. Hunter Diallo is not doing well by the numbers. And because our defense sometimes has been a bit weaker, I'm thinking maybe bring in someone else, or maybe bring in Sarpong on because he can play defensive midfielder, maybe playing like that. I find he doesn't normally help too much with goals. It's normally our wingers either scoring or passing in. So I'm thinking about doing that. But we'll see. Maybe when we play some bigger teams, maybe I definitely will. But for now, I'll keep close. I think Diallo is okay. I don't know. I keep thinking he's okay. Like I said, I've changed the way he plays. I was playing him more attacking. I'll play an advanced playmaker, but I decided to change it because I felt like he wasn't getting enough assists. There's been a bit more of just an average attacking midfield, which he doesn't like playing that role as much, but that's what I decided to go with. The other players are just what you normally expect. We brought in a new defender, Tom Smart. Not great, but he's got some okay physical stuff. He's got 13 tackling, 8 marking, which is okay for this level. He's just really a backup for the left defender, so Danball can go in the centre if he needs to. We needed someone, and he was at West Brom, which is not too bad, but we needed to bring in some backup for our defence. We had no backup for our defence. The two other players I wanted to bring in, the ones I thought were a bit better, they signed for other teams. So it's been extremely frustrating in that regard. But we have to make do with what we got. Let's jump right into the match. I'm keeping kind of the tactics kind of normal. I say I don't want to try and mix them up too much. There's nothing I think that needs to be stated or make them play a certain way. I like the way they're playing at the moment. It's really weird. I like the way they're playing. It's just they just need a little bit more, and they'd be good. As you can see here, Eastbourne are playing quite a defensive one, I guess, here, but with 2 attackers. So they're probably going to lose the kind of the advanced area of midfield, but maybe they don't mind that because they have 3 centre backs. Huh. We'll see how this goes. I think we should call putting a better performance than last time. Definitely, yeah. We lost 4-0 with Maidenhead. Let's go for calm. Let's be calm and be like, I like to be calm. That's the sort of person I think I'm quite a calm person. If I was a manager, I'd be like, okay, guys, be reasonable with them. That's what I always think. I expect to see Ben performance today, yeah. So we go, rallied up a few of them. I think that's okay. And let's jump in. We're at home, so let's hope that we can do this. I'm going to lower the speed on the highlights during, because obviously I want to make sure you guys can actually see what's going on. Artist there with a corner. Didn't go to anyone but Diallo. Makuti! Makuti! You could have showed the viewers why I put my faith in you at the moment. Come on. Makuti, show them what you've got. Hopefully he can. I'm hoping he scores today. It will just reaffirm my belief that I'm making the right decision by playing a player that I think is weaker up front. Oh, there's Stone. What? Where was the foul? I did not see that. What did Frankie do? Are you kidding me? Frankie. Don't you dare score. Come on. Come on, O'Leary. You better save this. O'Leary, what was that? Pathetic. You basically just died nowhere. You just fell sideways. Look, watch him. Okay, it's not going to show me the replay, apparently. Okay. He just falls sideways. What is this? What are you doing? I say this is the lower league. You can't put too much, faith in your goalies, I guess. I expected more than that, though. Come on, guys. We have to go attacking. What is this, guys? You had the ball. What are you doing? You had the ball to begin with, and you just gave it away. Let them have another attack. Okay. That was pathetic. This just won't... Yeah, I'm going to be assertive. Where's the passion, boys? Come on. Get out there. Win this game for the city of Bath. Bath needs this. The people of Bath need to celebrate a good football team. I think we are the best football team in Bath. I've never heard of any other team in Bath. Unless there is a team... I don't know if there's any other teams close to Bath. But I've never heard any other teams in the city of Bath. I'm not sure it would be the biggest team close to Bath. And there we go. I told you, Hunter with the goal. When he wants to, he can do well. Was that Watkins with the cross in there? Simpson. It was Watkins. I see, look at that. His pass straight to Hunter's foot. And Hunter smashed it. Watkins, you beautiful man. You beautiful, beautiful man. Okay. Simpson again to Diallo. What is that? What is that? Ah! Imagine if that was a goal. Imagine the hysteria in the crowds. They would have gone crazy for that. Oh, that would have been perfect if he just scored a random ass goal. We seem to be pushing. We got 9 shots to 1 on target. 1 on target. Are you guys kidding me? Where is your playmaking? We need to change our midfield. Latte Sarpong. Frankie did give that penalty away, but Billy is a bit tired. I'm gonna swap him because they're a bit more similar. Yeah, the way these both are kind of ball-winning midfielders. We'll keep it to that. Diallo is looking a bit off. The strike, Makuti's not done much. Stuart Fleetwood, come on, try and come on. Maybe because we benched you, maybe now is your time. Maybe you're going to show me that you are ready to be our proper striker. Now, our 2 centre-backs are a bit tight. I'm going to swap them as well. Danville's not been playing well this game, but I trust him. Let's bring on Tom Smart. Fullback, defender, yeah, that's what I would do. I trust Dan Ball. He's not let me down normally. Let's go with this. Come on, guys. 1 goal. You have to catch up to the guys at the top. This is your opportunity. Do you want to be in the playoff? Show me you want to be in the playoffs. Yes! You go, Artos! No, it was Diallo. I just saw Artos with his arms up. For some reason, I thought it was him. Ah, Diallo. I told you there's something about him that made me want to keep playing him. And look at that. Underneath the feet of the other player, right over the goalie's hands. Oh, beautiful, man. That is why we watch football. That is why Bath are the greatest team in the world. Try and do that, Ronaldo. Try and be like Diallo. You won't come close. No, I'm sure Ronaldo's 1,000 times better than Diallo. But, that was great. I was so hoping we could get a win to catch up with those guys at the top. And Diallo just made it into a special win there. And obviously, not to take away from Shaquille. I'm going to call him Shaq. You know, let's call him Shaq for sure. Shaq's goal was also pretty nice. Yeah, nothing specific. What a comeback. Yeah, that was actually really good. You went down. You guys kept playing. You proved to me that you won it. You proved to me today that you do want to be a better team. I was getting worried for this whole month, basically. These guys just didn't have the drive, the hunger. And you can see with that, we've kind of got a bit more competitive. If we win the next game, we definitely move into the playoffs, because one of them will probably lose their next game. Wealdstone is still 9 points ahead. I don't think we can catch up with them. East Thurrock has -1 goal difference. They're probably going to fall a bit further behind, I would expect. Yeah, we got 7 goals. I feel like goal difference is usually quite a good way to see how teams are actually doing, because sometimes teams might get lucky. Goal difference can tell you quite a lot, I think. A lot of the time. But yeah. Oh my god, that was that was a good game. I'm very happy with that. Ooh. Diallo, I keep just almost giving up on you, and you drag yourself back in every time. You lovely man. Of course he was on form for Bath. How could you say he was not? But yeah, looking really nice. We're staying competitive, though. We're not having, obviously... This is not a fairy tale, obviously, so far, but it's pretty good. You know, from the expectations at the start of the season that people had for us, we're beating them, and we're almost to the goal that I set. Obviously, there's still a long way to go. We're only on the 8th of October. This is going to be a long-ass season, but Bath, Bath, we love you. We're going to give you a team you can be proud of all the way. We'll have to wait. That will be the dream. The dream while I soak in the bath. I'll see you then.